Hey, Lee Merriweather here, you know, the lawyer decided to become a sawyer. Well, today we're going to be milling up. There's one log sitting there getting ready to put on the mill. I'd originally had squared it up, but probably 3 pine logs today. Hopefully we get to all 3. 2 of them are really max out the mill. One is 40 inches in diameter, and the mill is designed to handle something up to 36 inches. So we will that will take some time to cut, and I'm hoping there's about, I'll have to do the math on it, maybe 600 board feet in that one log, but we have to whittle it down. The goal is to get a series of, I think we're going to do 1x8s, because they're going to be turned into V-groove, tongue and groove for a ceiling in someone's porch. So hope to mill up, like I said, maybe get 1,200 1,500 board feet out of these 3 logs today. I'm not 100% on that. I'll know at the end, but that's the plan. I want to get to it. So I had previously squared up this log. However, you will notice that there is a a huge gap missing there. That's just the way the tree was taken down, I guess. It just split right there. So even though it's a nice chunk of wood, I'm not going to get a whole lot out of it, because for the tongue and groove boards, they want it as long as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a portion of it, I'm going to cut it right there, get some 1x8s right there, and then the rest of it I may still mill it up just because it's on the mill. What happens when a saw blade has reached the end of its useful life. Well, if it didn't reach it by striking metal. But yeah, you hear this explosive pop. It's kind of scary. That's why we have the covers on here, because otherwise this might shoot out this way. And actually, there's another thing I'm going to show you too. But so I wish I had a better way of tracking this. So it looks like it broke at the weld. It's a nice clean break. So usually, some saw blades you'll get more use out of than others. Typically what happens is my saw blades strike metal before something like this happens, and I haven't had a saw blade break in a while. But what's really interesting, and I see people taking these safeguards off, but you see that saw blade actually came out from here. That's why you don't mess. I've seen people, while the saw head is running, mess with this, and I've seen people cut these teeth out. See these teeth right here? These are actually safety teeth. These, well, I don't call them teeth, but these guards, and it forces the saw blade to shoot down. But I've seen people remove these, because what happens is you'll get things clogged up in there. You'll get bark and everything. It'll catch on there, and it won't come out the chute. So they remove these. But the problem is, if that saw blade comes flying out and you're standing next to it at the time, or a worker is standing next to you, it'll go right through this. This is just rubber. But yeah, that's why those safety guards are there. So that saw blade goes down instead of shooting straight out and potentially hurting somebody. But all right, time to swap it out. Well, this was a nice sized log. I have broken it up into 3 separate cants that we're going to mill up for 1x8. So we got one there, and then those 2 there, and then I'm going to resaw those 1-inch cuts right there, and hoping to get between probably 75, 80 1x8s, 12 feet long out of this one log. And then we're going to be stacking and stickering them over there, and they'll be going into the kiln probably tomorrow. We have one more log to mill up, but Baldwin's actually going to mill up this by himself, which I've never done before. Kind of nervous, but he's going to mill this up because I need to run to the tractor store to pick up our small tractor. Our small tractor had to have a repair done recently. Getting ready to sell it, and something needed to be fixed. So I just got a call, said it's ready, and gonna leave it up to Baldwin to keep milling. Hope he does good. I trust him. I also know that every sawyer goes through their own mistakes, and I'm sure I probably haven't told him all my mistakes yet, so I just prefer for him to avoid the mistakes I've made. So Baldwin wound up doing a fine job milling up all these 1x8s, even if he was moving a little slower than I might. But he was being cautious just because he doesn't have that much experience running the sawmill. As you'll note here in a moment, the video is going to cut off because we actually ran out of room on the hard drive. We finished milling up this log. Got about 640 board feet of 1x8s out of the log. And between this one and a few others,
We wound up having enough to produce over 900 square feet of V-groove tongue and groove. And we had taken it to a local business that does an exceptional job of turning the rough sawn boards into tongue and groove boards. You'll see here all the boards bundled up, and we delivered them to the customer on a brand new home being built. They are all going into the ceilings of the porches around the house. There's a total of 3,300 square feet of porch space on this home. This was actually the last delivery. We had previously delivered a significant portion of the porch, as you'll see in the picture that it's already been finished in the front. And so we were just delivering the last of the V-groove tongue and groove for their porch. And we were very thankful to be part of this project. It was a lot of hard work, and it came out absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoy what you see, please hit the subscribe and like button.